Hi everybody, Chef Cellini here tonight. Going to do a nice recipe for you tonight. It's very simple, a little bit of preparation stuff. We're going to be kind of unique. I'm going to do some sliders here. I'm going to do them on Hawaiian sweetbread rolls, and I'm going to make a special Romesco sauce and show you how that's done as well. So here we go. I'll break it for you down for you step by step. So I'm doing two types of sliders tonight. I'm going to do a lamb, use of meat here, slider, and I'm going to do a vegetarian or vegan slider with portabella mushrooms, baby portabellas, because we are doing the mini sliders on the little Hawaiian sweet rolls here. So sweetbread. So you can see all our ingredients here. Of course, we got that Hawaiian sweetbread, portabella mushrooms that I mentioned. Our lamb, those are our bases, and our Romesco sauce is going to be made with these, the base is going to be these beautiful big delicious red peppers here, our two big tomatoes there. We're going to use the Romas as well for the sliders. We've got our golden onions, we've got some garlic, and 3 Thai chili peppers. You know, Chef Cellini always puts a twist on his dishes, so I'm going to go a little non-traditional on my Romesco sauce. Usually it's a big red pepper. I want a little heat from my family. I'm going to use those 3 red-hot Thai chili peppers. And then I've got some, for our cheese, a delicious Italian truffle cheese here. That is going to be thin sliced and delicious. Our arugula lettuce. We've got some crumbled feta cheese, our extra virgin olive oil, some balsamic vinegar, red wine vinegar, our traditional that we like to use, Trader Joe's Island Soyaki marinade. I'm also going to doctor that up with some roasted sesame oil, some chili oil. We've got garlic salt and black pepper and our fresh garlic and our pine nuts. Now again, I'm putting a little twist on my Romesco sauce. I'll explain that later, but it's usually using almonds or hazelnuts. I'm going to use my pine nuts like you would with a pesto. So here we go, guys. To get going on here, because it's going to take some time, you come over here close, you can see I've got to take my big tomatoes. I've cored them, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make 4 little slices here, fairly deep. So you can see there I've just kind of put a little dicey marks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get these in a pan, big pan, but a glass pan, but that's okay. Keep that up. I'm going to get those in the oven. And it's going to take about 30 minutes, and we're going to roast those. Next step, we got to roast our peppers. Now, I could have put those in the oven and took the easy way out with tomatoes, which I can't put on the stove, but I'm going old school here. So you follow me over here and see what we're going to do. We're just going to set those right on the burners. Just be careful. And we're going to let those blacken about 2-3 minutes, and we're going to flip and roll, flip and roll. We'll show you as we go. We're actually going to get all that skin black and roast those peppers, and we'll show you how we de-skin them. And that's what we're rolling with, roasted peppers for our base on our Romesco sauce. And you can see how the process is going here. We're just rotating with our tongs and blackening up pretty nice. And as I've mentioned many times, you have to clean off your mushrooms very lightly and quickly. Clean them, but don't soak them in the water. Don't let them, they will absorb too much water, and that's going to cook and make everything watery. So then you want to pat them and dry them very, very well before you utilize them. Now, roast peppers are getting there. Now, this one is done, so I put that in a bowl. They'll all go in the bowl. I will cover that with cellophane paper, and then we will let them steam. And as they steam and cool, it will make it possible to peel those skins off real easily. And you can see those have come out real nicely. And now we have our roasted peppers sealed up in the bowl in some wax paper there, so it's going to steam and get into where those skins will peel right off. All right, I'm just using a little trick here. I've got my Italian truffle cheese. This is actually a vegetable peeler. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this, and I'm going to go down, and you can see I get these nice thin slices, and those are going to go on our sliders later. So nice, very thin slices of that truffle cheese, and that's how you do it. Thai chili peppers chopped. I've chopped up our feta cheese, and we're going to add that to our lamb. I'm back, and as you can see, Chef T has joined us, my sous chef, and he's sauteing up and going to caramelize our yellow golden onions. I've got my feta cheese mixed into the lamb. Now I'm going to add our island soyaki soy in there. We'll get that mixed up. Just a little tad of sesame oil because it's very strong. A little bit of chili oil. and some black pepper. We'll get that mixed up, make some balls, and those will be ready to go. Okay, for our portabella mushrooms, our marinade is simply going to be some olive oil. I'm going to be mixing this up real well. Some balsamic vinegar, a little garlic salt, a little black pepper. Now I'm going to give that a mix and then add a little bit more ingredients and do it again. So we'll get those mixed up. So now you can see we've got our lamb and our portabella mushrooms all marinated up and ready. Okay, so as you can see, I'm getting my sliders ready here. So what we do is just take a little ball, and I'm actually going to kind of form fit a little bit more in a rectangle. And then kind of shape that right into the, so it's going to fit right in there as they flatten out on the grill. Get right into our little mini roll, our sweet roll there, and that's how you do it. And you can see here, you can see just how easily that skin is going to peel off of those peppers. Very easy once we've steamed them, and we're going to have that beautiful red pepper with the skin off, and that's how you do it. We'll get those done and show them to you. And you can see the tomatoes now are peeling very, very easily. We just get all that peel off. That's it. Good to go. Okay, here we go. We'll just get a good drizzle of olive oil in there to start. Get 2 of our whole peppers here. Our 2 tomatoes in. Juice in. Be careful of those babies. They're Thai chili peppers. 4 large cloves of garlic in there. Our pine nuts, like I said, Shalini puts a twist on everything. And I like to use pine nuts. You can the common recipe for Romesco sauce has almonds and or hazelnuts. So we're going to put a little bit of the garlic salt in there, and some black pepper, and a little dash of red wine vinegar. Not a lot. A little more olive oil, and we're going to get that in a blender and mixed up in a moment. We're getting her blended up. Look at that beautiful color. There's our beautiful Romesco sauce. And that lighting shows you a little bit more of the true orange color. So we have our arugula lettuce here ready to go. It's going to top those sliders, and we have our Roma tomatoes sliced very thin. So here we're getting our Romesco sauce on, and we will blend that in, get it nice and even, but we're getting them all hooked up. And here we've grilled up our little teeny lamb burgers on the George Foreman grill, and they are ready to be served. And got our caramelized onions go on next. And for our vegetarians and vegans, our portabella mushrooms on the grill. Caramelized onions on. Tasty. Roasted onions on. Portabellas grilled and done. I got a little ahead of myself, but tomatoes are on. And now we've added the portabella mushrooms. Portabella's on. Lamb on. Truffle cheese on. And little toppings here of arugula. I'm going to be generous. If it falls out, that's okay. You can stuff it back in. And finish with a teeny tiny drizzle of olive oil on that arugula. And close them up. And ready to roll. There we have them. So here we are, our portabella mushroom and our lamb sliders served up and ready to go with our Romesco sauce. And there we have them, everybody. Buon appetito.